Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that soundtrack is lit, y'all, but I'm gonna have to keep it real and say that y'all might have overhyped this a little bit. Hey everyone, it's Sharonda from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing A Star is Born, which is Bradley Cooper's directorial debut, and also it stars Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. And so basically, this is the fourth. It's the fourth, okay? You know what? I always complain about reboots, remakes. This the fourth damn A Star is Born, okay, y'all? But I have to say it was entertaining to watch. I actually had the chance to see the 1976 version, which starred Barbra Streisand. And this kind of falls along the same lines. What I did not do is I waited until after I saw A Star is Born in theaters first to not ruin any plot lines to watch the 1976 version, which is the most recent version before this that was remade. And so they kind of fall along the same lines. There are subtle differences and things that happen, but the gist of the story is exactly the same. And so this film centers around Bradley Cooper, he's a famous musician called Jackson Maine, and he meets Allie, who is played by Lady Gaga, who is an inspiring singer. They happen to meet by chance, and then they fall madly in love, and basically he kind of helps catapult her career into stardom. And so then it kind of just details as she's having this, starting her career, it kind of showcases their love story, which is low-key depressing as hell. And also too, kind of how their relationship begins to like break down due to Jackson's alcohol and drug addiction. And so I have to say, like, you know, first I was hearing everyone talk about this when they were coming out of TIFF, and I was like, okay, like I'm geeked about this. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, this movie is so good. That last scene, Lady Gaga, Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. Everybody's gonna get an Oscar nomination for this film. So I was actually excited to see this. I've always loved Lady Gaga as a singer. I always said she can sing. And baby, the music in this movie is on point, like on point to point. And Bradley Cooper, okay, I see you with your little voice. You can sing a little bit and stuff. He took lessons to voice lessons, to learn how to sing, to play guitar. And I think that it actually pays off. And you can definitely tell that the chemistry between these two, I think that helped believe their relationship. It helped make a better movie because they just look great together. But what I would have to say is that Bradley had me thinking that he was like really an alcoholic in real life. Like he just been hiding this whole time from all of us, because the way that he was like moving, talking, I was like, Bradley, are you okay? Like, did you really get drunk? I'm scared for you, okay? So I thought that his performance is very convincing. I thought Lady Gaga was great as well. Even the cinematography, there's a scene like when they first meet in the beginning of the film, and he kind of touches her face, and then how the camera shoots to like her eyes, so you can kind of, it's almost like I could feel him touching my face. I wish he was touching my face, but he wasn't touching my face. But I thought that parts of this movie was beautifully shot, especially the performance scenes. Like it felt like I was watching like one of those backstage, you know how they do like behind the music or behind the concert or something. I felt like I was right there with them. And so I think that Bradley Cooper was very smart for choosing A Star is Born. I think they made this relevant to the times today. I think that he even upped the ante of things that happened in this film versus the 1976 version. But I think that Lady Gaga is just, she's lovely to watch on screen. When she's singing, like you just feel everything. I know that they both helped write the songs. They co-wrote the songs with one another. And I would say, like, if I had to say some of the things that kind of let me down was, I almost feel as though, I didn't read any reviews going into this movie, but it was just looking at social media reactions from people who I follow on my timeline. And I felt as though because they hyped it up so much that like my bar was set to another level going into the movie, which is why I kind of felt like, is this what the fuss, like what was the fuss all about? Like what was everyone having a damn heart attack over? And it doesn't take away, this is a very good movie. I think that anyone who goes to see this movie, I think that they will really enjoy it. It's a love story. It hits on drug addiction, on alcoholism, even codependency on one another in a relationship. And I would have to say that this movie is long. this movie like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it felt like 3 hours at one point. I was like, y'all, can you hurry up and wrap this up? Because I'm starting to get a little bored. And I feel as though that I wanted to see a little bit more into Allie's background. Through conversations, you kind of learn about Jackson's demons and kind of what has led him into this downward spiral of drugs and alcohol, but I wish they kind of would have talked about it or showed it a little bit more. And I wanted to learn even more about Allie. And it almost made me feel as though I was watching a one-sided story kind of from his point of view on how their relationship was, instead of seeing like how she felt. I felt like how they had her react to certain things in the film just wasn't really realistic. She almost just never worried. She never expressed how she felt about things. It was always about Jackson and making sure that he was okay. So I just kind of wanted to see the other side internally, like how does she really feel about where their relationship was going, especially as she's being catapulted into fame, and how she's dealing with both of those at the same time. But overall, I would still say pay to go see this film in theaters. I'm not sure about how I feel about saying that this is going to be like Oscar nominated. I think it's going to have a lot of buzz. It's going to have a lot of popularity, especially with the music. I would definitely tell y'all to go ahead and go download the damn soundtrack. I already downloaded Shallow because this song was hidden. But I would have to wait to see all the movies that are coming out during Oscar season to really say like, okay, like they better get an Oscar nomination. I just don't know right now. I'm on the fence. But as always, those are my thoughts on A Star is Born. My name is Sharonda from Pay or Wait. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.